Your inner child is not a child. It's a concept. It's an identity. And this is why if you're doing inner child work, it is good. It's a good thing. But if you notice yourself repeating the same issues or getting triggered by the same things or having to control your environment, your loved ones in such a way that they do not disturb your inner child, there's something deeper to see. There's more freedom available. Hi, my name is Anya, and I'm the author of this book called I Am, the book about identity and consciousness and how to interrupt the most stubborn patterns. The reason this distinction is very important, the distinction that your inner child is not a child that you could just, feed and nurture into wellness, but a self-concept or an identity, is because there are two different intentions. A child naturally intends or is going to be an adult. Just by nature, if you give it food and shelter, it matures into an adult human being, and the child is no more. Identity has absolutely no interest growing into an adult. Identity is a protection mechanism, and it has a very important investment in protecting you from the kind of unconsciousness that you've encountered in the past because of what it believes about who you are. So when you tell others, like, this is what I need, these are what my needs are, this is what my inner child needs, I'm going to write letters to my inner child, that's really good because you're bringing the pain that you have endured to light, you're acknowledging your needs, all of that is really, really important. But if you expect that dance to heal a part of you that has been conditioned in childhood, it's just not going to happen. Way to set yourself free from the reactivity and having to create a life that is highly controlled is to go beyond recognizing that there is this part of you that we call inner child and go deep down to what it is afraid of and why is it afraid. What does it believe about who you are that it needs to be afraid of the world? For example, if I believe that I'm vulnerable to the contents of another person's judgment, then I will be controlling my world in such a way that I would want no one to judge me. I will either become a super duper high performer or I will go in some opposite direction. But the point is, the healing of that inner child is going to be letting go of the lie that anything that another person can hold in their mind about you can do anything to you at all. That you are not independently by your divine nature connected to your own well-being. And another cool thing that I have found and I describe in the book is that whatever your consciousness embraces as reality is your reality. And this reality that your consciousness creates completely supports and affirms the reality of your identity. This is part of what I talk about in the book, why it's so hard to change, because you see that the threats are real, that you see that you are real in the world, and you continue creating change, reacting to what has already been created by the old consciousness that you're locked into because you cannot see the difference between who you really are and the stuff that you've made up about yourself. And once again, it's a good thing to write letters or to even get upset or mad at your parents at some point on this journey. But if you are doing this to heal, you have to understand that you have to go deeper to the place below this conditioning, because this conditioning isn't going on its own. It's only going to go when you recognize who you are, and that realization of who you are is going to expose these ideas and beliefs who you are not. And that awareness will simply dissolve or let them completely go. And then your hardware, your mind's going to adjust, and then you will learn what you need to learn, and your life is going to transform in ways you have not even thought possible.